Around 3 a.m., 26th of May 2020, three armed men entered this property by climbing the high wall. Once inside, the trio awoke the occupants, demanding access to the entire property. During the altercation, one of the young occupants of the property managed to sneak out in the dark. Once he was out, he notified the neighbors that their house was being burgled. Soon, the property was surrounded by angry neighbors, demanding the intruders to come out. Inside the property, the intruders were being confronted by the lady of the house, Maleknaaz, who refused to let them search the property despite a gun being pointed at her. The lead perpetrator then started firing indiscriminately, killing Maleknaaz instantly and seriously injuring her 4-year-old daughter, Bramsh, before deciding to make a run for it. The trio were confronted by angry neighbors outside. Two of them managed to escape, but one was cornered and captured. 4-year-old Bramsh was rushed into the hospital in order to save her life. At the property, the angry neighbors began questioning the captured perpetrator, and very soon he relayed theft as the main motive and naming everyone involved, including Samir Sabzal as their ringleader. The captured perpetrator was then handed into the local police station. Soon all perpetrators were arrested, except for the untouchable Samir Sabzal due to his close ties to the Pakistani military and the intelligence agency ISI. Soon, little Bramsh woke up, recovering from her injuries, unaware of her mother's fate. Video footage of Bramsh asking for her mother reached all corners of Balochistan, and there were rallies demanding justice for Bramsh and her mother, Maleknaaz. But Pakistan is not a place known for justice. At the same time, the fake news began publishing stories about Bramsh in order to contradict the real events, intensifying the protest furthermore. To explain the bigger picture and the sense of injustice felt by demonstrators with this particular case, we must observe the situation in Balochistan thoroughly and dig deeper. Balochistan is a hostile region with a nationalist insurgency going back to the creation of Pakistan. Despite being a deprived and underdeveloped region with high unemployment, Balochistan is a gold mine in terms of natural resources. But in order to exploit such resources fully, Pakistan began pimping numerous sardars, creating a class of well-rewarded government loyalists. Also in a region with a majority pro-independence population, Pakistan Army and its security service began recruiting numerous local thugs, along with the creation of their very own death squads in order to assist the government with the cleanup of nationalist, Baluchi rights activists, intellectuals, or anyone who spoke out against the Pakistani establishment. Samir Sabzal is one of such loyal figures with his very own death squad. In fact, the perpetrators arrested for the attempted theft and killing of Maleknaaz were part of Samir Sabzal's death squad. This explains the sense of injustice felt towards the killing of Maleknaaz. Death squads are very common in Pakistan. There is a long list of untouchable government-backed death squads in Balochistan. In Khuzdar, there is Shafiq Mengal. It is rumored there is over hundreds of bodies buried in the land surrounding a property he owns. Many of the bodies buried there are those listed as missing persons in Balochistan. In Awaran, there is Ali Haidar. There is the bloodthirsty Zakaria Muhammad Hosni, Babu Deket, Yasir Bahram, Rashid Patan, Mullah Omar, Miranok, Shahmir Aziz, and the list goes on and on. This further explains the many cases of unsolved missing persons in Balochistan, a region where life has no value. Numbers of missing persons is still rising in Balochistan, while hopeful mothers, fathers, and other relatives anxiously awaits for the safe return of their loved ones. Those who speak of such injustices, the missing persons, or even mention the word genocide in Balochistan, are always silenced, be it in Balochistan or abroad. Sajid Hussain was one of such journalists who constantly wrote about the cases of missing persons in Balochistan until he mysteriously disappeared without a trace in the Swedish city of Uppsala. His body was recovered in a river in Uppsala weeks after his disappearance. His case still remains a mystery, but many suspect foul play, considering the circumstances of his disappearance and his journalistic work in highlighting the cases in Balochistan. Regardless, we need to talk about all injustices. Bramsh's case is one amongst so many, a tragic case where one event changed the life of so many.